This is another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and we do have some need to know information before you do start the event for the genie. This will save you some tickets, save you some attempts, and of course, give you some additional information regarding the event. So let's go ahead and dig in. So the trick that I'm going to show you guys right now is a trick that was passed on to me by Thin Bear. You've probably heard it make the rounds in Discords and such already. But the first thing we're going to do is pull up our inventory, and I'm going to show you how to lock tickets. Now, I don't have any tickets right here, right now, but assuming that I did have the genie tickets, I would long click here, and then I would click this lock icon. Now, the reason I'm teaching you guys how to do this is when you do go to do the genie event and you do go to start the 5-player dungeon and you pull it up in here, you're going to notice that you do have a ticket limit up here, and you have to clear tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you do get the best drops from tier 5. So if you are like most players and you are just initially approaching this right away, you're going to use your tickets on tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally you're going to get to tier 5. However, if you are able to lock your ticket ahead of time before you do this, you are not going to get rewards from tier 1, 2, 3, or 4. However, you will still not use a ticket. So this is a really good way if you're going to be farming for tier 5. It's going to be really important to lock your tickets so that you get an additional 5 tickets, which is also an enhanced drop rate. When you do get to the top floor, you do get a higher drop rate. So it's just something that makes sense. So shout out to Thin Bear for also sharing that with us on stream. Probably one of the most important things you can do before you start this event, especially if you're wanting to get ahead and do things right. Now, there are a couple of things I do just want to touch on for the event that we did test and experiment with on stream. So you do want to make sure you're setting Toko and Kona if you do have them. Toko is really important. The passive for damage increase is really important. Also, if you did buy the costume, make sure you have the costume set, because the costume does give minus 35% damage taken in the genie arena. Finally, there is a medal limit for the different activities that you do. So if you aren't aware, there is a medal shop, and I'll show you guys right here. So if you go to shop, and if you go to medals, and if you go to the syndicate, there is a medal shop right here. And you can get these daily from monsters, from killing monsters, or from killing like pots in town and getting things to spawn. You're limited essentially to 50 medals in town, and you're limited to 450 medals from monsters daily. Keep this in mind. Monsters do spawn when you're killing other monsters, and when these monsters spawn, they give 1 EXP essentially. So if you are someone who's using green potions quite regularly, you may want to actually farm your daily amount of medals first, so that you don't have to deal with these monsters spawning that are giving 1 EXP while you are using your green potions. So definitely keep this in mind. These are just some real quick tips that I really kind of want you to know. There are some other questions like Toko cookies. What do you do with them? You exchange 6 of them for Toko, and you can also get Toko from the event. But I am going to release a much more in-depth patch guide video here in just a little bit. This is just like the quick TLDR that we wanted to get out to the community, because this is very important. So thank you so much, everybody, and I will catch you guys next time.